Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is another league match. This time, not with me, but between VonHummel and VonGrims. The Battle of the Vons. This is Division 4. Let's start off with Von's division. He's playing 12th SS, Vanguard. Take a look around. A lot of infantry. No veterancy on any of them. Has one squad of CQC. Brings him in the half tracks. Kind of interesting. Doesn't really have that many options. Actually, never mind. I take that back. He has another squad of Pioneers. Nice. He's got plenty of CQC, Panzer Grenadiers. And what's so great about 12th SS too is these guys cannot surrender. You don't have to worry about that though. The drawback because of their fanatical trait is that they cannot surrender enemy troops. Anyway, moving on to recon. Let's go back to recon. Bring in some of the SPW 222s. Doesn't bring the assault gun ones. I think he should, in my opinion. But a good choice as well. Oh, he also brings these in B, so definitely have plenty of armored cars. And he brings the Firefly. Pretty good tank. Alright, moving on. Tank tab. Doesn't double vet any of his Panzer IVs. Kind of interesting. In fact, he just has a million tanks. 46 tanks. That's a million of them. Got 2 in A, and then a Panther in A. Just a million tanks. No Panther Gs though. Kind of interesting to bring the Panther Gs, especially with that APCR. Look at that, 250 penetration. That is crazy, crazy good. So the Panther just standing around at 185 penetration. It's still pretty good. What else we got? We just got flamethrowers, MG standard, pack gun standard, lots of AA, plenty of 88s, plenty of mortar half tracks. So that'll be something to watch for. The card of 100 mils is just so good. They're like really cost efficient actually because they're just they're just accurate, precise in every shot. Bring a supply truck, I'm guessing for both the mortars, and doesn't have a supply truck. He could bring these with supply trucks. He doesn't. Brings an amazing Focke-Wulfs. These things are so good. 120. These are not the best version, but it's still a really good version. 120 points. Maybe you should have brought the other model, the 125 points. You're paying for 2 more 20mm cannons for only an extra actually I take that back. You're paying for the extra 13 mils, but I don't know, an extra 5 points just to get those extra guns, 13 millimeters. I think it's worth it in my opinion because those head-ons just delete enemy aircraft. And then he's bringing some C card, the Focke-Wulf G1. It's kind of interesting. That's late. Maybe would have brought that in B with something. Yeah, maybe that's the right call. Go over to the other Von 2.0 as I put the deck title. Playing a Blendetta. I'm kind of interested to see how this works because they reworked how heat rounds worked. In this deck, you could do the double tap, which I took that away, unfortunately. So I'll be kind of interested to see the performance of this deck. 95 infantry, so this guy is not going to run out of infantry. 0 veterancy of anything. Plenty of armored cars. Get him out of AT, standard stuff. Interesting, he brings the SC-42. These things are let me down, and they only have 6 heat shots. But they do wreck infantry, so maybe you can perform well with them. Oh, this is unique. Instead of bringing the A card of flamethrowers, brings them in B, giving them 18 flamethrowers. That's just kind of, yeah, I didn't really realize how much you really get. That's a lot. And he's got plenty of unvetted tanks, Stugs, TAs, and TA4s with the Panzer 4s with the heat round. Heat round has less penetration, but it's more reliable on the penetration, in my opinion. Brings double vetted A phase mortars, 60 mils, and then he brings also 81 mils. And for some counter battery, he brings a B card of 105 mils. Air tab, kind of a little interesting here. Brings 1 cluster. Probably the right thing to do. Interesting that he brings an B and not A. Doesn't look like he thinks he needs it. Brings an interesting fighter. You could fight. I mean, it's what you have to take. Brings a recon plane. I'd kind of be interested to see how he uses this. Just bring some bombers too. Oh, and his AA tab's pretty strong, but we're gonna see some airplay coming from Blendetta, but we definitely will not see the airplay coming from VonHummel. Anyway, let's get this thing going. So it's a good matchup. I think though for sure that Blendetta should get in that CQC combat with his tanks because, to be frank, he's going to get destroyed by Panther gameplay. He just has no shot. But, if you get close enough, anybody can pen anybody. And at that range, you're going to be trading much more efficient. thing he's got to watch out for is his infantry is going to lose out in any medium range engagements with the Panzergrens. I mean, they both have Panzergrens, so I mean it's going to be pretty even. But yeah, we'll have to see who's able to micro just a little bit. I think it's a pretty even setup between the both of them. That aircraft play though is going to be pretty big for Blendetta, and you know it's going to be a really confusing game to me because both of them have Von in the first title. But we'll have to see the map to go. I have no idea who wins this. I have no idea what the map's on. Even luck or check. So it'll just be, I'll be just as surprised as all of you. Rotate the camera. It looks like we're going to have VonGrims going to be on the left. And then the other Von's going to be on the right. Is that right? Oh, we'll see. He's playing Maverick too, so that's kind of interesting. So VonGrims here, he built, oh my god, they're both Von. This is gonna be crazy. We'll just call him let's call him the G. Mr. G here. Because I don't know, VonGrims here, he's definitely gonna have to, I mean, based off of the deck we saw, it's a sustained deck, but he doesn't have a sustained income. He's gonna get down in the C phase pretty bad, and every 10 minutes it's 200 points, and that adds up pretty fast. And he will be down 200 points in the first phase as well. So maybe we can see VonHummel here come out, you know, putting out some pain in the beginning of the game. Yep, right. VonHummel is going to be on the right. Kind of curious to where he pushes. I think he's got the better side in my opinion. You can kind of grab all 4 of these flags pretty easily. His opponent can probably grab this southern flag pretty quickly and pretty efficiently. It's easy to cut off, but to be frank, there's only like 1 flag in the town these guys can capture, the left side. And then these 2 flags are pretty tough to get, and this flag up here is pretty tough, and he has to defend this flag in the north, which is kind of brutal. But don't fret too much, guys. This map is going to be reworked as far as I've been hearing, and the flag positioning will be shifted to, hopefully, I don't know if they'll actually do it, but hopefully the maps will look a little better and be a little bit more balanced. Hopefully. So we're seeing a VonHummel up here, opening up with a Firefly, expensive buy, also Panzer 4J. These are cheap though, 45 points. Really cost efficient. Absolutely excellent. Plenty of Pioneers, plenty of armor armor cars. SB222s. Those things are gonna wreak havoc. And same thing up here, we're seeing a pack 40 where we open up the back. He only has an A card of pack 40s. That deck has no real AT capability in my opinion. Actually, you can get a whole bunch. You can get like 3 of them if you want, but like people usually only bring 1, and we saw in his deck he only brought 1. Let's pause for a second. I kind of want to see the deployment. Seeing Flamethrower Rush coming up in center here. I think the key is to control of this main road and this side of the hill. I try to Flamethrower Rush in this location, especially on VonGrims' side, where he needs to get secure of this kind of more open area. Maybe his Panthers can perform a little more efficiently. But we'll see. We're seeing kind of an even deployment. I'll start moving the camera so much. Kind of sparse units in the south, not too much. Just an IG gun, pack 40. Kind of interesting with pack 40 here. I don't expect too many tanks coming down this road. Seeing plenty of armor cars, some infantry. I don't think his infantry is going to really compete with the Panzergrens, but I could be wrong. We'll look at the stats when they unload. An AA piece opening up, and then plenty of Pioneers and infantry. Looks like he's going to try to... Oh, this is very interesting. He's spending a lot of investment up here. Never really seen that. So that'll be interesting to watch. Oh, we're seeing a T60 as well. Never really ever seen that. 25 points. It's pretty cost efficient. My god. Alright. This thing off now. Seeing the Firefly. Go what direction? Yeah, smart. Coming over here. Got a whole... pretty much a clean view of everything. And this... he doesn't really have anything to counter it. And this is what we're talking about. The airplay is going to be pretty key for VonGrims here. I mean, seeing a recon come out, kind of interesting to be bought at 35 points. You're really going to not, you know, you're going to quickly see where your opponent's going anyway. And especially on a map like this, where is the combat going to be situated? It's going to be situated in town. There's nothing else you really can push. But yeah, this thing's just flying over. Seeing an MG42 support the pack 40. A really smart play by Von here. In that key hill, in that key position. Sorry about that, I'm trying to grab something. Sending AA down the main road of the town. Oh, where's he going with this? Von's gonna get him off balance here. We're immediately getting combat in the center. And that AA is just going all the way. I don't understand why that AA is there. VonGrims are gonna. Pioneers are coming. Von's gonna unload and delete. Doing the return fire, kind of interesting because infantry already has 100% accuracy. Or it's doing correct shot. I don't know why. Maybe just like an order, like he has, you know, standard organizations. Pack 40 over here, kind of interesting pick again. MG42 can only shoot at 1500, so they can shoot like anything that comes up here. But I think maybe he should just rush up here. I don't know. Maybe he's right. Pack 40, I think it's kind of. I don't think this Pack 40 is gonna really take out anything. Real, like tanks aren't really rolling through here that often. Especially how he doesn't want to roll over here, because if he does, he's gonna be fighting at long range engagements against his Panthers. I don't think it's a real threat. If Von can get like a pack gun or a Panther 4 looking down this main road, he should clean it up, but not much. Like Von is just spreading out now. And there's not many units in the center. These guys are getting destroyed by Pioneers. I think Von should keep up the pressure here. This is like totally actually falling apart at the moment. In fact, we're about to get a double tick. And yep, we get a double tick. So this flag will go back in the enemy hands. So you can get these flags. But yeah, he needs to play. I think he needs to play a little more aggressive here. MG42s and Pack 40 shooting down into this town. Seeing the infantry. And he's got to move up. He's got to realize too that like he saw the infantry tab. He sees that none of these guys have ATs, so he can just have free movement with his armored cars and doesn't have to worry about it. And that's key to pay attention to find out what your opponent's infantry is. We're seeing Von investing in AA early. 2 pieces already, so that's a decent amount, and they're towing another 40-piece AA behind them, so that's 90 points apiece. Pack 40 doing work up here. Can't deny this entire road. Firefly is about to roll over the hill. He's got to watch out for these IG guns though, and an AT gun. Von needs to play a little more aggressive here. There's nothing here. Like at this moment, if he broke through, the game would be over. They've just right-clicked all these guys. Playing a little too passive. And maybe that's Von's plan here, you know. Nothing wrong with this. But he's got a really, like, a deck that's totally designed for sustain. Sees that the guy's running Maverick, probably guessing the guy doesn't have that sustainability. And he's going to have that income advantage in C, so he's totally content with having a long, drawn-out game. But I think, you know, just to secure your position further, like I think you should have pushed up. There's nothing really here. Trade SBW to SBW. Pack 40. Sorry, that Pack gun 70 is not a Pack 40, but it's the equivalent of the Romanian version. Getting some shot on this Panzer 4 here. Good spot, actually. Didn't realize you could shoot in town. Can you shoot on this side? No, way too far. Way too far. Seeing an 88, so we're seeing a heavy investment. So I'm guessing VonHummel here knows about the deadly air tab, and he's gonna totally cancel it out. Like having that AA in center pretty much wipes out anything on the whole map. I think Von should roll down like squad down here to get to come. You know, let's get this flag. Oh, actually, we see that right now. We're seeing 2 squads of Panzer Grenadiers running over. More Panzer Grens here. Pack 40. MG42 in a really good spot here. Pretty much suppressed, so he can grab this flag, that's 2, and then he's got this flag as well. This is his own flag, but he's trading with one. But if he gets this flag, he'll be up 2 strong flags. It'll be tough for him to get back. We need some more Panzer IVs here to get over here. Should back this up. Yeah, I wonder when we'll start seeing some of the bigger boys. Seeing more just come out from Von. We're seeing this static warfare coming out from Von. Oh my god, they're both Von, but VonHummel. Man, is that going to be annoying. The battle of the Vons. This is the first game, by the way, guys, of a 2-game series. We're at 2-speed right now because it's going to be a little more static warfare than we probably want to watch. Unload him. Everything's on correct shot though. I don't know why. Everything has 100% for the infantry and AA pieces. I guess for the AA for tanks, but Von just has these cheaper Panzer IVs, which are going to trade more efficiently. The T4s are 55 points. His tanks are only 45 points. So the 1-on-1 trade, you are trading efficiently. Von's bringing up the mortars. Gonna be unfortunate for the cab, but this guy's also bringing up mortars. I'll bring up the AAPs to help out a little bit. Hands again moving up. Fires Panzerfaust, gets a good kill. Nice, that's good play by VonHummel there. Again, like the line is not that long. He's got way inferior infantry in here. Now we're seeing some Panzerfaust troops. So mortars coming in. These are double vetted. They're gonna knock down. There you go. Did some damage. No kill though. Another 88. Another mortar coming in. Just no action here at the moment. Everybody's totally content with the passive game. I'm kind of surprised VonGrims here is doing this, right? His deck does not have the sustain. He's not going to have anywhere near enough tanks. And VonHummel has the income advantage in the C phase. This, we just see this recon plane fly over. This is probably going to go down. Oh, will it get away? It'll get away. But gains nothing. Maybe he's spotting for the mortars. Need some quick reaction from VonHummel. More Panzer IVs. Surprised he's bringing this over. Maybe he wants to get a recon here. More flak guns coming in. And now we're seeing counter batter. These mortars, yeah. Vons just keep firing at these. Like, honestly, he suppressed them on the first shot. They're not mobile. Should know probably that these are not mobile, and his are, and they're armored. Seeing further tanks coming in. Pack 40 on the hill. Doing fire. It's a clean kill on the T4. Oh no, TA. Panzergrand's moving in. Gets a little too close here. Loses 60 points worth of infantry for no reason. Mortar's aiming though. Kinda just should just mortar him off all the way to the end. Just a little bit of comeback. Fire between each other, nothing much. Seeing a bomber come in, but you know, 288s and tons of flak guns. It's not coming out. I think at that point you should just realize, hey, unless you're taking out these AA pieces, there's no point of calling an aircraft, which is really good for VonHummel there because this guy has a huge air tab. Seeing some counter battery though, 105s, not a bad idea, being that Von is playing really passive. But again, there's not that many forces on this front. In comparison, there's tanks everywhere in here. If he just started pushing, now if VonGrims started pushing, he could pretty easily, you know, overwhelm. But no, we're not seeing much action. Mortar's getting counter battery again. Von should probably just bring up one officer or something. I don't know if he has one or not, or just a radio vehicle that he could kill these things pretty easily. Panther D here, being super aggressive. Brew killed in the first shot. Nice shot. That's really lucky though. Loses another 70-point tank. And he's gonna engage another one. First shot. Gets a penetration on the Panther though. But the Panther is a pretty fast loader and fire rate. Actually, has a crazy fire rate. Actually, yeah, rate of fire 300. Rate of fire 6 rounds per second. TA has a better rate of fire. We're seeing a cluster though, but again, why is this coming in? Who knows? Just kind of repeating like same kind of bad moves here. You see that there's AA. Gets lucky there and gets out for some miracle. Good move from Von here. Sees that this position's holding and trying to keep shooting at him, so to take it out. VonGrims mark the artillery. But Von is consistently moving his mortars every shot. Artillery's going to open fire in a second. Tiger E coming in, some more Panzer IVs. Looks like we may see a push coming up from the north. He's building up four of these Panzer IVs. Too bad nobody has off map at the moment because you could just level the town. And I don't remember. We didn't see any Warformans in VonHummel's deck, so you cannot just delete entire sections of this front. It's kind of disappointing. Yeah, that's pretty static here. I think both of them need to play a little more aggressive. And maybe Von, right? I mean, again, we don't know what they're thinking, what their strategies are, and you know they could have some pretty reasonable explanation for why they're playing the way they are right now. And you know, I'm just like giving my view of it, but I think VonHummel in that beginning, when he had the pretty good opening start, should just push straight through him, and he would have wiped out this. I think he would have gotten this town way more locked down. It would be way more difficult. And you know what? In best case scenario, maybe he can bring up a Panther D and start fighting at max range engagements. In worst case scenario, he gets pushed back a little bit, but he gave himself some more breathing room to start building up that extra resources that he has. That's interesting. So he was definitely floating a lot of points here, and that's a mistake. We're seeing mortars come in, Pantograms all at once, T4s coming in all at once. That's definitely floating points. Probably not reasonable, but he is Maverick. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it's way more than 170 points. Good kill on Von here. That AT gun didn't do anything. SPW though, these things can move. Like they're not supposed to be here. Maybe you could send just like a tank here just to clear out this flag and give him an extra flag. IG gun's gonna get destroyed by these mortars. Got 4 of them now. We very rarely see this type of gameplay, but now there's a million tanks in here, and be real, there's not that many tanks in this location. Von should probably move his like Panther right here, looking at that main row where it's, you know, it's over 1,000 meters. It's pretty safe. Oh, he's actually got another good spot. He's firing a good amount of range. But this guy is moving them. Tiger up here, guarding this whole open range. I think he's gonna be able to beat that Tiger in max range. Seeing that recon plane coming in. I don't know why this is coming in. He knows there's flak. Nothing has changed. In fact, there's a commander now giving this flak it. Double that. Like, what did he gain from that? I guess to lose an aircraft for no reason. Tiger E is coming up. Fires another shot. Boom. T4 goes down. But now we're seeing some movement here. The big play. Bomb comes in from Von. I think Von needs to bring up some cheaper units though. Gonna mortar the tanks too. Go down to speed. This could be the breakthrough right here. Totally inside now. Are we gonna see any like? Oh, we're seeing. This is, I think, a mistake by like they're gonna kill tanks. Losing a lot of his AA. Bomb comes in, kills a tank, but like doesn't do much. Just like because it was low health. I think this Pack 40 may get some action over here. Wait, actually, he's at an angle that he can't see anything. He needs to just move it here in the open. Von evacuating his mortars properly. His aircraft just coming in to strafe. He's strafing some of the infantry blobs. Nothing else going on. But, you know, we've seen a breakthrough here, so now they traded flags. This is the problem, though. I think VonGrims just has a horrific side. Like, he's down this flag. It's like almost impossible to really protect. Too much angles you can't cover. And now he's broken the center. And what does he get? He gets 1 flag. He may get 2 flags in a second here. But he'll still only be up 1 flag. There goes 1 tank. Guess Von doesn't need to buy tanks, he'll just buy mortars. And he is wearing down the tank forces. That's a lot of tanks he's lost. Taking another wave. This is a lot of forces, but I think Von is trading way more efficiently. Oh my god, VonHummel is trading way more efficiently. Seeing an ME-109 E3 come in, it's not going to compete with the Flockolus. 75 points, and he knows there's still some 88s up. Yeah, yeah, you need to move up this Pack 40 if you actually want to see anything. They're even now. Just seeing tanks get shot out. Go back to 2 speed. Mortars just coming in. 4 mortars, by the way, will pretty much kill any tank with correct shot on like at least 1.5 volleys. If it's damage whatsoever, it'll definitely die on the volley. Ranger Faust here though. He's moving down that road. Back 40 getting a shot on the T4. Gets a shot again, doesn't get the kill. Fires another shot. Gets the kill. Coming down range. Another shot. Come on. Gets another kill. Pack 40s are so good. C4 cannot move up anywhere. I mean, honestly, if he can move that Pack 40 just a little bit, take this out. Oh, well, the Panther 4 is going to take it out. Boom. Now he can move the Panther Grand right here, and he'll destroy this Pioneer, and he has his flag back. Seeing some clusters come in. Von did a kind of a suicide charge. He killed by the T4s and TAs. Clusters don't do anything. Fire doesn't do anything. Probably needs to bring ammo for this. And his mortars. Bring up 2 Panther Ds. He's going to put them up on this ridge. Pretty smart play. Though he's already got a Tiger up there. Gets the flag down back in the south, it looks like. Pretty much, he's locked down. Both the approaches. VonGrims here is in a bad spot. Playing a deck that probably, just based off what he's been seeing of late, no veterancy on anything. He knows the deck is going to be built for sustain. He's got that income disadvantage. And it looks like he's been trading way more negatively throughout the game. Has no AA. In fact, I think he should go for a bombing run on the 105s back here. But these guys don't have any bombs anyway. Seeing some mortars come in. They're firing another mortars. They're firing the 105 shots at the tanks. Probably not going to do much. I don't think he's got corrected shot on it. Seeing it's being shot. Some good strafing. He's just deleting squads safely. No counter. This guy had a lot of AA. He's just not bringing it in. But if you look at the map, there's way more forces on this side. We're about to enter that 10-minute mark. So Von has been 10 minutes into C phase. He has a 200 income advantage already. That's just going to keep ticking up as the game goes on. 105s keep firing. Not doing much. Tries to do a cluster. Gets a little closer. I think he needs to bring up some ammo on here. Got all these mortars that really, really will do some damage, and he's just kind of chillaxing. Well, you know, that's 400 points right there. Oh, these are 85 ones, but these are the 100 ones. 200 points right here, not doing anything. And 4 times 85, these things are not doing anything. He's got an 88, that's 120 points, not doing anything. Needs some ammo. Bring up some more flak guns instead. I don't think he needs to bring more flak. I think he just needs to bring up some ammo. And these flak guns, this flak gun and this flak gun will do the job. Especially if one's double vetted. The one that's out of ammo too is a double vetted version. Loses the Tiger there. Panther D opens up the TA. TA gets penetrated. TA is going to shoot another shot though before the Panther D does. Gets the Panther. Panther does get the kill. Trade. What are we seeing here? It looks like he's going to move his mortars together. Bring the ammo. One spot. C4 moving up, gets killed by Panther Faust. He's got a scene that there's been tons of Panther Faust. He's done that a couple times. Yeah, look at the front though. We're not seeing too many forces coming from VonGrims' side. Tiger E's like destroying some of these infantry. Nothing really there supporting. We haven't even seen the armor cards come out from VonHummel here. VonHummel probably has like another 30 minutes worth of, or even 40 minutes worth of stuff. And he's got the income to outpace VonGrims here. Unironic that both of them are named Von, have Von in their name. Tiger E. Being smart gameplay by Von here. Or VonHummel. Just suppressing and then going up and surrendering. Out of the ammo on his 105s. Not many forces in town left. The Panther Grand's coming to clear it out. I think Von should kind of bring up some of these armor cars to help clean up. But, oh, we get a surrender there. Makes sense. Look at the trades here. VonHummel traded super efficiently. Up to like 1,500 points. Yeah, just like, I think he just had a he had a really good opener. Like, I mean, he destroyed in the opening. Wiped out a lot of infantry, killed 2 armored cars. And just throughout the game, he traded way more effectively. Has the deck for the longer game. Did what he needed to do to win. I think VonGrims here knew what was up. Anyway, thanks guys for playing. Good match. Wish you guys the best in your future matches. Guys, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content.